Welcome to the Immigrant Entrepreneurs Podcast, episode 59. My name is Alina Warring, and today we have Yuri Kuts on the show. But before we continue with this episode, I wanted to ask if you can share some love by subscribing to the podcast and leaving a rating. If you leave a rating, your name may be dropped in one of my future episodes. So stay tuned and connected.
And he show us the place where we have to live. It was basement. Room was super small. It's only two beds in one room. It was full basement, and in same basement living 7 people. And we have a one
7 people.
7 people. It was like a 2-bedroom basement, but live 7 people. It was Georgian, Ukrainian, and Russian people, but age 55 to 70. It's no place where to put the t-shirt or some clothes. You put everything under the bed because room was very small, extremely small. Only two beds and maybe walking a little bit walking. No dresser, no mirror, no closet, nothing.
Yuri came to the United States for a bigger dream from Ukraine at 20 years old. He initially came with his buddy because they thought they were coming on a work abroad program for a couple of months. When they came to Panama City in Florida, the cab dropped them off in the middle of a field. That was the address that Yuri received prior to leaving Ukraine for the work abroad program. This was the beginning of Yuri's journey. He went on to become an illegal resident for 6 years, and he got paid under the table at various jobs. Sometimes the jobs that he took wouldn't even pay him. He ended up living in a basement for 7 years with 7 other people. Yuri opened his trucking and moving company at the age of 24 when he was still an illegal resident. Now, at the age of 32, Yuri's making anywhere from $5 million to $7 million a year. This episode is filled with impactful and wise advice by Yuri. So let's dive right in. Yuri, thank you so much for coming on the Immigrant Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm super excited to hear all about your journey. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Alina, for invitation, and I'm glad to share my best I can to make life easy to all immigrant and the people who live in the US. Thank you.
I am really excited. So let's dive in. Let's talk a little bit about your immigrant journey. Tell us where you're from and when did you come to United States?
I born in Ukraine. I'm Ukrainian,
Mm-hmm.
and I came to the US 2009, May 24. It was direct flight from the Kiev to the New York. That was the date.
And how old were you?
20 and a half.
Okay.
We just came for the dream. Yeah, we just came to the dream with my friend. We came to for the dream. Yeah.
So it was just you and your friend. Your family didn't come?
No, my family not. My mom live in Italy long time, and my relatives stay in Ukraine. Only with the friends. Yes.
It was just you and one other friend, and that's it.
Exactly, from university. Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about that journey. How did you choose United States? And what was that immigration process like?
I studied on a third course in a Kiev University, economic and law. And one of the friend from soccer team said, "Hey guys, I got an offer from one of the company to go to USA for working travel program, and let's make some money, see the world, and it's a good opportunity." Actually, to be honest, at that time I was very unexperienced, and I have like 20 years and a half, and just dreaming about a lot and not even understand for the half second what does it mean modern capitalism. So that was just the idea of one of my friend. You know what, I believe it was calling to my soul, because when I have like 4 years old, I always saying to my mom, I'm gonna be the businessman. And my mother asked me, what does it mean? I said, Mom, I don't know, I want to be a businessman. It was 4 or 5 years old. So that was the idea. I think it was calling from my heart, from my, I don't know, just it was good calling to go. Yes, that's the idea. Yeah.
Okay, so you and your friend came to work abroad on a program?
Yeah, we actually have an agreement with one of the company from Florida, and after the landing in New York, we flew to Panama City, Florida. And let me tell you the story. We called it CAP, and we have an address. We came to that address. It was $60 cost of the CAP, and we came to the field, just a post office, like a mailbox on the
Uh-huh.
field, and the
Uh-huh.
address. And we just step out, like the taxi
Yeah.
driver, drop us on the side of the road and said, "That's the address. That's the address." And I just stopped of my mind, saying, "What the hell is this?" Middle of the field, and I don't know where to go, what to do. And we finally met someone who speak Russian, and some people like help us to stay on a basement in the Panama City, and very stressful, misunderstanding, little bit English, a little bit money, and the 3 days we just walking on the beach, on the hotels, on the any places to get the job, and was everything was very busy, and nobody can offer our work. And our agreement person who promised her the job, promised her us, like an agreement said he promised to us, he only just disappeared, and nobody pick up the phone, and it just was completely misunderstanding and miscommunication what happened. So
Wow.
that was the begin. It was really tough, and you know what? It might be not gonna understand how it is, but it is the happen, right? It is the happen here.
So you basically were on the plane from Kiev thinking that America is going to be this amazing heavenly
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And you were dropped off by the taxi cab in the middle of a field and he said, "Get out."
Yeah, he said, technically he said get out, and that's the address. And basically, yeah, it is the funny. And I'll tell you more. As a 3 days, you walking on the Panama City, and it's not many walking like a road for the people, and you don't have a car, and you completely don't understand where you yet and what is going on. It's a different country, it's a different system. So from bottom of my heart, I'm telling you, it was super great experience and great stress. Yeah,
So did you come with any savings? Did you bring any money with you?
let me tell you the truth. After maybe 2 weeks, I gave my passport for one of the girl for the $100 because we don't have any job. We can find anything,
Mhm.
and that day I bought, I believe, a lot of food like a pasta, like eggs and some stuff like this to surviving and just eating a lot because all the saving gone very fast. Like I have with me like $300 maximum.
Mhm.
And after 2 weeks, I'm just borrow $100 from one of the girl and gave her the passport instead of just to surviving. That was like oh my God, Alina. Just thinking about this time, it was wow. It was wow.
Wow, that's insane. I can't imagine what you guys went through, but we'll get back to that. I want to know, what was it like growing up in Ukraine?
In Ukraine, it's a period of till 15 years old. I used to live with a mother, and in 2003, my mom went to the Italy. I grew up only with my mother because was the father never. I never see my father in my life. It was part of the deal, mom and father. And to be honest, till now I'm don't know what happened because my mom have a one story, father have another story. So till 15 years old, I live with my mom, and after 15 years, I begin living myself,
Hmm.
completely myself with no grandmother, grandfather, or any like uncle, just myself. And to be honest, it was good life. It was good life because I do everything myself, and I'm proud of myself because it was too many like difficulty in this like young age, for example 15, 16, 17. But I was always focused and motivated because 2006 I already been entrepreneur in Ukraine. I'm selling the stuff on the market, buying from one market and selling to another market, like on the street. And I remember,
The flea market?
Yes, yes. We selling wherever people buying. We just selling buying from the one place, like a whole market, and selling another place
Yeah.
from the bigger city to the smaller city. So that way we already begin entrepreneur. I call two of my friends. They helping me also, and we just doing good money on the market. That was good experience.
Okay, so Yuri, your mom left to Italy and she left you all by yourself.
Yes, she left because we have a very I would say critical financial because I have a also brother and the mom have a salary and that time it's about $120 per month. She's the
Wow.
teacher. She's 20 years experience more plus in the college and she making $120. She like a management economics and statistic. She's a good teacher, but the way support the family, she just can't produce anything to us. So she went to the Italy and to make our future. And I'm very proud of my mom
Mhm.
to support me, support my brother, and she like a Scarface, like she dedicated herself to my future and my brother's future, which is my pleasure. Until end of my days, I'm gonna be appreciated and saying always proud and best words for my mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like she sacrificed a lot
Yeah,
for
she
you guys.
sacrificed exactly right.
Yeah.
And the period I didn't see my mom from 15 years old to 28. Yeah, I didn't see my
Wow.
mom. Yeah,
And so where did you live when she left? Where did you live?
I lived in the western part of Ukraine, Ternopil region, a city called Zelishiki. I lived there till 16 years old. After the gymnasium, I found university in Kiev and went to the study to the Kiev to the University Economic and Law. And it was also fantastic experience and to be live on life and follow your dreams, follow your goals, and understanding this the key is good, but I want more. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So at 15 years old, when your mom left, did you live at an apartment? Did you find roommates with friends?
It was apartment in a city, small city, Zalishchik, in the western part of Ukraine. And after I went to the Kiev, I renting the place in the room.
Okay.
Not even I renting the place in the room, like a bed in the room. Yeah, because it was everything was very expensive, and I have like €100, like $120 a month to live in the city. Yeah, in the Kiev. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. So you had a couple of friends that lived in the apartment complex, so you shared a bedroom with someone else.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow.
and yeah, and I have just good points in university first year, and my mom calling to university and to the like decan, and she asked them to get the letter of the successful my education, and they sent a beautiful letter. My mom was proud.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you pay for the university? Did your mom pay?
Actually, no, I already making my money myself because I'm selling the product in Ukraine, in Kiev, in Western part. I'm just have a good relationship, always respectful people, and people trust me. And many people calling me for some like they need to buy, and always I found something to sell and resell, and I dress up myself. I'm helping my brother already and paying for myself. I pay like for the spot in the room, but it was enough for the period while I'm studying in the university. Yeah.
Okay, so then you went to the university at 16 years old?
Hmm.
Wow, okay. So, wow, what a journey. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It was yeah. If somebody will ask, and probably people not gonna believe, it's the capital of Ukraine, 16 years old, and you in a university, and you don't have nobody serious whom you can call in the city and ask for the help or ask for recommendation. No, it's only some friends, same age of you. That's
uh-huh.
it. And you just gotta count on yourself and then some friends. End of the story. Yeah.
Wow. And what did you study in the university? Did you say business and economics?
Economics and law, University Kiev University, economic and law. Yeah, and we studied like it was economic and management.
Okay.
I've been very first year been very very successful with the education, but it was always boring to me. I always want to have some move. I see the people, I see the student, and I already understanding this very like boring people education, people going every day, they doing the same, and I already predict it's not take me to what I want. I have to move. I have to move.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
that was what happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So let's go back to when you came to America and you were in Panama City, Florida. So how did you find your first job? Where did you get
Oh my
situated?
god.
Where did you live? Tell me a little bit about that. So it's going to be
Oh,
lots of stories I hear.
Alina, take a look. After 3 days of just extreme journey, I can call this extreme journey in Panama City, I found phone number one of the Ukrainian person, kind of friend after. I call it, hey, that's the story, that's the situation. Please help me. Anything you can, any bet, any work, I gonna work. Whatever the people have to do, I'm gonna do. Just help me out, please. And after 2 days or 3 days, actually, we don't have even cell phone. I remember I called him from another phone.
Payphone?
Yeah, I don't. It was some of the friend phone, and this person called said, "Take the flight tickets, and that's the address. You have to come like 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. I will meet you." And we buy the flight tickets, come back to the New York, and like I remember, it was evening time, like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Taxi dropped me by the laundry on the Brighton Beach Avenue. Yeah, I not even understand what mean laundry. And
It's not a field this time. You've been
no,
upgraded to a laundry
exactly,
place.
exactly. It was a city. It was the city, and it was the train close by. And the taxi guy dropped me by the laundry at the Brighton Beach Avenue, 14th Street. I remember this very good.
Uh-huh.
And we waiting like 20, 40 minutes for that guy, and we called them from the taxi guy. We gave him like, I don't remember, $10, whatever we gave him, and we waiting almost 20, 40 minutes. It was like a dark time, and the police driving by us. I was like, oh my god, is the police gonna come? What can I tell them? What I have to do? And I'm just staying over there stressed and kind of not expect anything whatever happening. I'm just being like completely already stressed all my mind. But
Yeah.
the guy came, met him. I'm already get a little bit glad, thanks God, and he show us the place where we have to live. It was basement. Room was super small. It's only two beds in one room. It was full basement, and in same basement living 7 people. And we have a one
7 people.
7 people. It was like a two-bedroom basement, but live 7 people. It was Georgian, Ukrainian, and Russian people, but age 55 to 70. It's no place where to put the t-shirt or some clothes. You put everything under the bed because room was very small, extremely small. Only two beds and maybe walking a little bit walking. No dresser, no mirror, no closet, nothing.
Wow. And are these all immigrants as well, the other
Yes,
people?
yes. I tell you more. It wasn't no mattress over there.
Did you sleep on the floor?
No, we went down the block like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we found the mattress on the street. We brought the mattress to the. I don't know if it's the right to say, but
Oh,
if you have an interview, I'm not like I'm not shy to say. We found the mattress, we brought the mattress, and we slept on that mattress about 2 months. Yeah.
wow. And this is with you and your friend, the same guy
Yes.
that
Yeah.
came.
Same guy. His name is Dmitry. Yeah, it was the same guy. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And after the Kiev, capital of Ukraine, after the university and good education, you coming to the country where nobody half seconds care who you are and why you came for.
Okay, so did you ever want to go back?
Never. I asked the girl who lived close by my building. Her name is Olga, and I gave her the passport, and she gave me $100. That's the name of the lady to surviving because 2 months, almost 2 months, I can find any job. Almost 2 months. And we calling too many, like Ruskaya reklama. It's called like advertising.
Yeah,
And,
Russian
and
advertising.
yes, and you don't have, for example, Social Security for the full time. You don't have a good English, and you completely don't have any experience. So very, very difficult to find anything for the begin.
Right.
Yes, and not many people who want to help you, who want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
And I already been set with the one Mexican restaurant to start working for the $70 on the dishwash man.
$7 an hour?
$70, like $7 an
70.
hour. Yeah, $7 an hour. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so that was your first job, washing dishes?
No, it was only set up, and then in the same day, one of the friend called me to take me to the restaurant. Hey, come to the restaurant, and I just tried to go. They said you're gonna make like $100 and plus tips, and for me $20 after the Ukraine, it was wow. I'm gonna go that job, but I make the mistake because if I have some experience, so I just have to be rely on the serious people. You know what happened?
Uh-huh.
I came to that restaurant. It's a New Cats Cafe on the Shipshead Bay Avenue. Who's from Brooklyn know that place very good. I came to that restaurant 11 a.m. as we agreed. I worked till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
It's about 17 or 18 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They gave us one time lunch, and after we done with the job, I was like a best boy helping to the
Mm-hmm.
waiters, and they said no salary today. Yeah, they said no salary. I said, guys, at least like I'm working, I've been here, I'm just helping you, and no, not salary today. And in this case, I left the place and I spoke with the manager as well, but they said no, it's like no customer stays, it's no salary. So
Wow.
which is I accepted. This was my first experience in this country. Yeah,
And you were on a visa during this time or you
yeah. It
okay.
was the visa. Yeah.
And how long was it 6-month visa?
It was 4 months plus 1 month. Yeah, it was almost 6 months visa.
What happened after that? Did you get your papers through or
It was super, super, super heavy time because after the visa expired, you automatically getting worried about the police gonna stop you, about some immigration gonna stop you. Anything can happen to you. Automatically, you're gonna go to the jail or you're gonna be exported to the Ukraine.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it was very stressful and very sensitive mind time for me. Yeah.
Mhm. And what happened? Did you get your citizenship later on or were kind of
After 6 years, I got my paperwork. It was so blessing time. I sit in the stairs of the building, watch to the sky, lullaby cry, and said to the God, thank you very much for all what I'm done of it. Appreciate it, and I thanks I'm deserve it. Thank you, God. It was after 6 years. Yeah.
so you were illegal for a period of time
Yes,
because
I
your
was. I was
visa
illegal almost 6 years. Yeah.
wow, oh my goodness. Okay, so Yuri, what happened after the restaurant job? Where did you go after that?
It's another very fun story.
Okay.
After one restaurant, another people calling me to the another restaurant, like a wedding party. So I gotta be like a best boy. It was on the Avenue U and East 29 in the Brooklyn,
Okay.
and owner name is Marek. And they called me to the work, and I said okay, but they said to me $50 for the every day ahead of time. So I already been aware how much it's gonna be, but I don't have a small chance to reject. No, just completely no job, and I have to eat something and pay for the rent.
Mhm.
Rent was small, but again, I have to pay for the rent. And I've been working from 11 a.m. till like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. 3 days, and after they gave me the envelope with $150. It was first money in US, $150 for the 3 days and about 40 hours. No, 40, maybe 35 hours. Yeah.
Mhm.
Was
Wow.
$150 about for the 35 hours. And some packet, like a plastic bag with the food. After the wedding, we took the food to home, like some cake, some food. It was You don't even feeling for like you tired or you're exhausted. No, you make $150 and you have a food like 2 bags of the food in the refrigerator. It was party.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they were all paying you with cash because you didn't
Yes,
have a Social
they
Security number.
they paid me in cash $150. Yeah, it
Okay.
was.
And so how long did you last there? Where did you go next?
And to be honest, I worked there only this period time, and I also very like sport. I like to run on the beach. I live close to the ocean,
Mhm.
and one of the person, his name is Alexei. He from Russia, from city Yaroslavl. He
Mhm.
very play many like every evening he play an saxophone. Very nice.
Mhm.
And I like classic music. I like Italian, Spanish, French music, and I love it to hear him. And I met with him because like make him some compliment, and he really playing nice. And I asked him to help me with the work. And about 10 days after, he called me. I already have a phone, by the way. I bought the phone for the $50. Just
Mhm.
was it was like cheapest one, but
A flip
already,
phone?
yeah, Metro PCS. It was the network.
Yes.
Yeah, and he called me. He said, "Hey, tomorrow we need extra guy. If you want, come over." I said, "What is the job? Is it's a moving?" And I said, "Okay, but I don't have even idea what is this moving. What is this for?" I just and they said they pay $10 an hour. I said, "I'm ready right away. Even now, I'm ready. Just give me, please." And that time, 7 o'clock, it was Neptune Avenue and Coney Island corner, Dunkin' Donuts over there. Who from Brooklyn, they will understand right away what I'm saying about.
Mhm.
And we waiting for the one of the person. After that day, I made $150 a day plus $10, $10 or 20, I believe $20 tips. It was $170 a day. It was long, long, long day, but it was 15 hours. $10 an hour plus $20 tips.
Mhm.
Come back to home, I sit with that money. I said, "Oh my God,
You're a millionaire.
oh my God, excuse me, oh my God, 170 a day." I'm just like got power and like super acceleration in my brains. Oh my God. After, let me tell you, after half year, like 17 companies from Queens, Bronx, New Jersey, North New Jersey, Manhattan, Brooklyn calling me and booking me to come with them. I working, let me tell you, about 3 years and a half with no, let me tell you how it's called, with day off, with no day off, no day off.
Mhm.
3 years and a half,
Wow.
no day off.
Doing the moving company,
Any moving company call me, I said, "I'm available. Just give me the job, and whatever you can pay, they paying. For example, if you going long distance, like for the 5-10 days, they paying less. If you work locally, they paying a little bit high. So 3 years and a half almost every single day. I'm working. I'm just sometimes have a off in a Sunday. I'm going to the church, but the rest, I wasn't interesting for the restaurant, for the party, for the birthday, for the new year, for the any celebration. I wasn't interesting. I wasn't focused. I was focused only for the result. Yeah.
you were just on fire and you're still on fire, so that's
Yeah, yeah, I do.
amazing.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. So you did that for a little over 3 years, and then did you realize at that point you wanted to start your own company? And is that when Boost Express Van Lines was born?
Yes, let me tell you the story.
Okay, tell me.
I working for the one of the company, and over there working many Italian peoples.
The moving company.
Yes,
Okay.
and they've been a little bit shocked of me how I know to do job organized so the customer not screaming, the invoices to the company very good, the reputation very good, it's no complaints.
Mhm.
Because other people who work in a company always complaining, "I don't want to do this, I want to do this, why is this?" And I'm always do my job with no complaints. I don't know what the level of the professionalism, but with no complaints and a high invest to the company.
Mhm.
And one of the director of the sales department, he's Italian. He called me like hey, Yuri, you got to start your business yourself. The way you do for this company, this super incredible and amazing. And he called me this many times. Many times he
Mm,
called me and said, hey, you got to start the business yourself, because the way you're doing it, you gotta do yourself many times. And for example, he calling me, hey, Yuri, that it's a director, not like it's a serious fish. He calling
mhm,
me, he know me because after like a half or and this company half like maybe 8 months, he don't know me. He never called me. I've been like a last person in the company because you came to the company, nobody know you. But
mhm.
after 8 months, he calling me and he say this and this, and he took my number. He asked me, "You want it? I will take you to the home." And for me, it was super like respect the director of this company take me to the home and talking to me nice. And I don't understand everything he talking to me, but I feel he talking to me like very warm and with a friendly. So and was to me very high, very valuable to me.
Mhm.
And he calling me sometimes, hey, saying to me, hey, Yuri, this customer very heavy. Be careful at the war because he already complaining before we come. And after I'm coming to the customer paying the money, we're doing beautiful service from A to Z, no scratches, there's no damage. And after this director called me, how you did this? How he happy? He called me. He happy. I can't believe this. And in this case, he always also motivated me and gave me like also good words. And I'll tell you more. I took this guy to the work.
You hired him at your job? You hired him at your company?
Yeah. I just gave him the offer. I said after the 4 years, I told him for the begin he don't believe me. How? Why? And I collect good amount of the money. I did my business plan, and I told him, "Come over, come with me." He said,
Mhm.
"Why you don't have a driver? You don't know where you going to, who you are, how are you gonna do?" I said, come over, just trust me. Come over. You're gonna do your job. I'm gonna pay you on the good level extra,
Uh-huh.
and we just gonna have a good deal. I understand the business. You understand the business, so I am already to make less, but you're gonna make more than you make here, but you're
Mhm.
gonna train me as well, so we have a good partnership. That was type of motivation, and then I call them to work with me. Yeah.
And so did you save up money to start your business?
For 3 years I saved more than 70K more,
Okay.
but I live in a disaster place. A year, 1 year and a half, even more. I don't have a dresser, I don't have a refrigerator, and I just have a shower where the same 7 people do in the shower.
Oh, in the same place in the basement.
Yes, and no matter what, how much money I do have, I still live in the same place, and
Okay.
I'm sharing my shower with the 7 people. Yeah,
Wow. So it's very important to let the listeners know that you have to be extremely frugal and to save as much money possible to start a side business or
yeah,
to open up any kind of business, right?
yeah. I'll tell you more. Helping for the immigrant on the
Yeah.
Brighton Beach Avenue on the 8th Street, you can buy the food for the $3 after 8 p.m. On the Brighton Beach Avenue on 5th Street, you can buy T-shirt for the $1. Maybe today it costs $2.
Wow.
It's saving the money. On the Brighton Beach Avenue 11, you can buy the food. It's called like almost expired. So this food they selling, for example, if you're gonna buy a bottle of the juice in a store for the $3, over there you're gonna buy for the 99 cents. So it's also placed over there. So I know all the places where you can save it and put in aside money for my dream plan. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. You found out all these cheap places to
Yes, yes.
go to save all that money. Awesome. So, Yuri, how old were you when you started your business?
Almost 24 and a half. Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's very, very young. And I wanted to ask you, did you know any English before you came to the United States?
Actually, I know the English like 20-25% because we learning in the Ukraine the British who pass this test, they will understand. It's completely different than US.
Yes.
And it's helping, but not that way than you need for the business. Especially you need talk to the banks, you need to talk to the insurance, you need to talk to the lawyers, you need to talk to the financial institution. So you completely blind ship, to be honest.
I mean, no English. You came with $300 in your pocket and you started your business at 24 years old. I mean,
Exactly.
this journey is just the beginning, and I'm so excited to see what else is going to come your way. So, tell me more about Boost Express Van Line. So, I know it's a moving company and it's also a trucking company, right?
Yes, it's a trucking company and a moving company. It's a seasonal and depend because the industry always changing, and some product have a high rate and some product have a low rate. So you have to be in the same with the country, with the economics, and feel the market where to be pick up and where to be drop the right product and right like loads to get paid and support salary to the company and managing the business.
hmm And how did you start building the clientele? Where did you go? Did you start asking that guy that you hired on how to advertise? What was the beginning stages like for you?
Beginning stage, it was one of the office in Brooklyn. I opened the corporation,
Uh-huh.
and this corporation, it's not about to open the corporation, the license taking over the 4 months. And I've been so obsessed, I've been so like dedicating myself. This 4 months, I still working myself on a rental truck as the driver. I rent the truck from Penske and Enterprise. It's rental
hmm
companies,
hmm
and I waiting for my license. It was interstate license, and we work like horses. To say you tired or you don't want or maybe tomorrow, impossible. We're working like a horses because we have to pay, for example, rent a warehouse, we have to pay the salary, we have to pay rental truck, we have to pay insurance, we have to pay the brokers. And maybe after, if you did everything right, nobody call you to the court, nobody make a huge complaint, and then maybe you're gonna get some rewards. Yeah.
So all of that to start your business, that cost you $70,000? Did you have to borrow any money?
Let me tell you, Alina, nobody borrow your money. Nobody know you. You don't have any records. You know name. You know
Yeah.
name. You can be illegal in the country. You can open the corporation, but nobody know you.
Yeah.
Some banks not gonna open the account. Only the Bank of America can open the account with no Social Security.
Wait, so
It's-
you opened the company when you were still illegal?
exactly,
What?
exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm
No
telling you.
way.
No, the government, it's everything by the law. They're gonna give you the they give you the tax ID.
hmm
Yeah, and the Bank of America can open also account from you. Yeah,
Okay, so tips for immigrants: go to Bank of America to open a bank account.
welcome. Yeah,
Yeah. You basically just cash flowed everything from your own savings, and then what you got from profit, you put that back into the business.
right away,
Okay.
automatically. You're putting everything to the business. And let me tell you, one day of my business, I'm like 2 years in the business, 2 year plus. One
hmm
day, one of my driver coming from the trip, it was from Texas, I believe. I have on the account minus 9,000 and something. Minus. If you know when it's minus on the account, it's red color.
It's
Red
red
color.
everywhere. Yeah.
And the driver coming to calculate the expenses, and he's saying, "When are you going to pay the salary?" I said, "Please give me 3 days." And I sitting in the office and thinking something's going on wrong, or I make too many mistakes, and was very very disappointed. And in day I'm just sit and make some adjustment analytics and build another plan how to avoid this. Because if you don't know how to handle this pressure and how to minimize expenses and get right product, you can close your business tomorrow. It's very very sensitive what type of people work for you, what type of laws you're taking, what type of direction you're taking, because the capitalism and the system very very sharp. Everything is calculate too much, competition super high, so you have to calculate everything very well before they make a step. Yeah.
So, Yuri, when you were sitting down and you saw negative $9,000, what did you realize? Did you find any mistakes in your business plan or your processes, or what did you fix?
Of course, I found some mistake, overpay some people in the company, and people not even tell you, "Hey, you overpay me, give me money back." People just saying everything is right. I'm just make too many mistake because you don't have older people experience who gonna tell you, "Hey, choose this bank. Hey, choose this truck. Hey, choose this broker. Hey, choose this person. Take this, take this." Not many people in the industry, one maybe of the thousand, can tell you because they can share you their experience and open you a little bit the eyes. And I make so many mistakes, overpay the people, doubling pay salary. I saw my books, I saw my accounting showing me so much mistake. And let me tell you, when you begin the business, everything very sensitive because you don't know ahead of time what is going to be of this product. It's going to be profitable or you're going to losing here. And you always getting not huge, but some risky. And,
Hmm.
and after the experience, you know what to take, where to take, whom to hire, whom to fire, you know?
So, were you doing this all by yourself, like the booking, the salary, the payroll, the hiring, and running this in the beginning? Were you doing this all by yourself?
Driver, foreman, dispatcher, customer service, running the credit cards myself,
Hmm.
and reporting to my CPA accounting all the numbers
Hmm.
and paying all the salaries. Everything myself, everything.
Wow. And this is at 24 years old, you said, right?
Yes, 24 years old. Yes, the way is I do all this might be not right, but again, it's no US education, it's no US training. It's person who came from Ukraine.
Hmm.
They live different life, social style. Here is a different. And thanks God, I came here and I raised up for the US law and US regulation.
Hmm.
I'm very proud of this. Yeah.
Wow, what an exciting journey. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, what about mentors, Yuri? Did you have any mentors that maybe guided you? Do you have any now? I know that you hired that one guy from the other moving company because he was kind of older, knew more of the business. Was he your only mentor that helped you out?
I actually don't have any mentors. I have one of the friend who have a same moving company. His name is Vitaly. He
Uh-huh.
from Belarus, and he not even mentor me. He shared the experience, what type of equipment to buy, what type of truck to buy, and he giving me good example of his business. And I'm listening to him every word. Whatever he's saying, I'm just like taking like words from the Bible, you know.
Yeah.
That's one of the person who helped me, and I have also one driver who worked for me.
Uh-huh.
He have a heavy character, but he always helping me. Let me tell you, the way I know how the everything operate, I never fight with the people. I always try to find the best way for the customer, for the employee, for the government, and the last for myself. You have to
Mm,
be very flexible and feeling high sensitive situation all over. Doesn't matter in the office, with the customer, with the repair truck, with the salesperson, with the helper, with the driver, with everyone. You have to feeling and in the right time tell them wherever they need to hear, and to avoid any conflict. For the 10 years, my company, thank God, never been in a court. Never ever.
wow. It reminds me of a book I'm reading, and it talks about your entrepreneurial venture is feeding your entire ecosystem, building on relationships from your employees to your customers to the people that you are talking to every single day, to the CPA that you have, to your lawyers. And the relationships is what feeds the entrepreneurial drive, and having that amazing relationship like yourself and making sure that everyone is satisfied in one way or another.
You have to be understanding the politics of the company and the people what they want.
Yeah.
And then you have to make decision right away in the same seconds to percentage to give to the employee, percentage to the company, percentage to the government.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to give them the right answer to satisfy 3 points. It's a government, it's an employee, and the company. So sometimes I have a heavy decision, and sometimes I'm paying too much extra, but I'm calculate for the future, and I see as the product gonna be success. So I'm invest. Sometimes I'm too much overpay to get in the future much more. No, this is part of the business, Elena.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. So, Yuri, what about marketing? Do you do any Facebook ads, Google ads? How do you get yourself out there?
In general, we have a sales department for
Okay.
the business, and we have two HR managers to the employee. As of today, we have over 44, 47 people in our department. We have a three different company in Texas, in Chicago, and in New Jersey. Alina, it's every 3 years, decade, everything is changing. For example,
Mm,
10 years ago, Instagram, no name. 5 years ago, Facebook going up.
hmm.
Today, Instagram. So you have to be integrate every 3 or 4 years and be on the top of the game. I have a very good partners from Florida
Hmm.
and from California who support me with good freight and the household goods loads. In future, it's a contractors. Everyone doing her part in the business. So we have a good. Actually, I'm dealing with 180 owners all over the states. If you tell me any state, any city, I'll tell you maybe 7 or 8 names, good names with a good reputation.
Wow.
Because after 11 years, almost in this business, more than 11 years, we already know each other. It's not
Hmm.
so many great people whom you can trust because the trust is unpayable. You can buy the trust. And I have like 180 companies in US who I'm dealing with, huge reputation, who giving me the product. Plus companies from Florida and from California. It's a majority people who support me with the 365 lows. They telling me, Yuri, take me wherever you can handle it. Not, for example, September you're gonna have this, and then March you're gonna. They give me the access to all the way whatever I want to choose it. But I know the reputation costs much more, so I'm taking the way I can handle it.
Got it. Yeah, so powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, you started your company in New York. Now you're in Chicago. How did that happen?
It was great feeling from the gut, I believe, from my calling entrepreneur. Let me tell you,
Uh huh.
I calculate the diesel. I calculate the speed of delivery. I calculate the fast of the circulation money in the business. What does it mean? For example, if you're going from New York to Texas, to almost 2,000 miles, New York to Denver, almost 2,000 miles, New York to, say, Florida, 1,500 miles, South Florida,
Hmm.
and I just calculate, for example, I can do only like 2 trips a month.
Hmm.
And I think, okay, this truck can just do 2 trips a month. Okay, let me do it different way. I went to the Chicago, met with the maybe 35 companies. I collect the information. I collect the information from them. What is the rates? What is the seasonable rate? What is the rate on the winter? What is the rate for this type of load? What is the rates for this type of loads? And after 2 weeks of my plans, calculation, and analytics, I decided, oh my God, I can do from Chicago double more income than from New York.
Wow. So when you were talking to these people in 35 different moving companies, did you talk to them like as a customer or did you talk to them like as
No,
a
no, no.
business owner?
I spoke with the owners.
Oh, okay.
But it's not only owners, it also brokers. It also, I look the population live in Chicago and I look the statistic for the year, what is income, what is circulation money in the state. It's very important to see on a global situation near a state. What is the Michigan per year circulation. What is the population?
Wow.
What is the income? You have to know in Wisconsin, in Minneapolis, it's a closed state. So you have to understand either there enough income and you can be competitive to the other company. It's very high risky. I'll tell you more. Example, if 2019, if I'm staying in New York on the January, I'll be out of the business. Yeah,
Mm.
right away. So I moved almost 80% of the New Jersey operation to the Chicago. And thanks God, we super survived and we super got success in Chicago. And then after we opened the base in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, yeah. Dallas is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I understand from the 8 years, like to running all this super serious, 8 years already super serious, to quality and reputation. That's the key to success. Quality and reputation.
Mm.
If you're reputable, people respect you and know you. Your words have a very powerful, like very heavy, and the quality of your service, your success. But you don't have to expect this right away, today, tomorrow, next week. It can take maybe 3 months, 2 months, 5 months,
Mhm.
depending what type of industry you work. But the reputation, the quality of the service, key to the success. Yeah.
Mm. So simple, but yet overlooked by so many people. And a lot of people think that they can just handle this all by themselves, run the business, build the business all by themselves. But it's, like you said, relationships and building that trust and building that reputation is so, so important in building a business.
Exactly. Exactly.
So when you went to Chicago, you didn't have any family or friends. You kind of just knew that that was a place to go do some research and you went, did your research, your analytics, and decided to move from New Jersey to Chicago.
Yes,
Wow.
you know what I did? I went from New Jersey, from the warehouse, I went to the public storage. I took huge risk on me. We paying for the public storage is $15,000 a month.
Wow.
We're renting over 110, 120 units because we have a need a space where to keep the blankets, where to keep
Hmm.
the equipment, where to keep the shipment of the customer, and we paying monthly $15,000. It was good experience, and I'm just being very, very like sharp focused to understand where in which room every shipment. Do not confuse, not miss, because if you're gonna miss one shipment, one family, you're gonna be good trouble. You
Yeah.
will have good trouble. And after, I will open you more information. After maybe 9 months, one of the friend, his name is Michael, good friend of me from Ukraine. He came here as well,
Uh-huh.
and he doing real estate. I show him several places I want to buy
In Chicago.
in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And let me tell you, after 8 9 months, I found a great place, and he set up me with one financial people who can help me with the loan, and I bought a huge warehouse. Can even dreaming in 2009 or 2010 when I came, I can't even dreaming about it. It was like a
Hmm.
miracle, and we bought huge facility.
No more storage expenses.
No, no, no. You know what? When I come in that place, I feel the stability. But what can I tell you to many people? They have to be very very patient. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the alcohol, drugs, take you very unconcentrate. You're losing control, and if you really want to get your result, you gotta be ready to work 5 years, 6 years, non-stop,
Mm.
non-stop, for the short period in time to get success.
Wow, so, so powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, a lot of people think that there's overnight success, right? They always look at all these successful people and they say, well, they did it overnight. But if you look at when they started, it's more than likely more than, 7 years, 9, 10 years of just hard, hard work. And wow, so many stories. Okay, so Yuri, what does the American dream mean to you?
American dream to me. Before I was like a student, I'm dreaming to work three jobs a day and making $4,000. when I've been in Kiev. When I came to,
$4,000 a month?
yeah, I've been dreaming
Oh,
when
okay.
I've been in Ukraine in the
Uh-huh.
student. It
Uh-huh.
was my American dream. I want to do this, work 4 months, and come back with a $12,000. It was something like insane to me when I've been in Ukraine. After I came to the US, the US dream, as of now, quality product, make people and customer trustful to the company, and less stress to everyone and satisfy everyone in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
My employee satisfaction, my customer satisfaction, my driver satisfaction, and the government rules satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my dream and my goal, because I got the point and I understood the rules of this country. Yeah.
And now you're not making $4,000 a month. You're generating $5 to $7 million a year, right?
Yes, thanks God for all this experience and support me all the time. I'm a Christian person.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Alina, I can't believe it in my life if you will even tell me in 20 years old, hey, Yuri, you're going to make, for example, 100K a month. I said, excuse me, what?
You're crazy.
No, I said just it was equal. For example, if I'm gonna tell you you're gonna operate like iRobot a plane,
Mm-hmm.
right away. So it was like unbelievable. That's it. And thank God I have too much power and too much like a hand hungries.
Yes.
I'm getting satisfaction not from the money. I'm getting from the result. I'm glad when my customers satisfied. I'm glad when my employee respect each other and we have a good team and good like a family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm building this on a trust. And to be honest, in this time with the coronavirus, too much stress. Whenever I'm calling and making meeting with my office in, for example, Chicago or in New Jersey, and some corporation who support me with some type of help, I'm saying, people, we have to do the job like we're doing for our family. Like you take care of your kids, take care of your wife, please, Johnny, take care of the same as the company, and you will get much, much more. Because in this way, we will find the same people and we're going to be on the same level, in the same line, and the same understanding. Because if we have some wrong people in the company, they're gonna be ruin or reputation and or dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can anyone reach their American dreams?
Anyone can reach anyone. It's no matter how old are you, no matter what type of language you talk, no matter what from which part of the world you are. No matter what, if you really, really, really want to get it,
If you're hungry enough, right? You got to be hungry.
you have to understand it's a battlefield with thousands, thousands wolf. Well, I call them wolf because it's no spirit here, no spirituality here. It's a very, very competitive world and very many like disappointing here with the people, and you have to be ready to fight every day. That's true, and you have to be ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight for your laws, fight for your rights, fight for some tickets, fight for some wrong service. So that's the machine where you're fighting every day. But if you collect, like not collect, if you hire and build right team, it's easy to fight with the right team. We know right now, we know each other, who and what can do. What I recommended to the entrepreneur who beginning business,
Mm-hmm.
they have to wrote themselves general operation. What do I mean general operation? If you have a 3 employee, if you have a 10 employee, they have to write the task for the every employee. For example, accounting doing this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
Dispatcher doing all this stuff. Customer service responsibility. So if the you have classified every employee and they have a own responsibility, that's the great step to the success. I wasn't done this over 3 years. That's why I have too much problems.
Everyone was doing separate jobs and different jobs in
Oh my
different
God.
ways.
Oh my God.
So you're 32 years old right now?
Yes, I do.
How do you manage your team of 40, close to 45 employees at such a young
50,
age?
57.
57 employees. Okay. 50.
45 employees, but some of them are 57 years old.
Oh, 57 years old. Okay, but the amount of employees is about 45?
For about 45, 47, it's sometimes it's because some employee going to the vacation, some is coming. So 47, 45, yes.
Okay, so at 32 years old, as an immigrant, how do you manage your team, your staff, and all the operations? Where did you get your leadership skills? Where did you get your business skills? Or did you kind of just figure this out as you went along?
Very beautiful questions, Elena. Take a look.
Uh-huh.
I'm done all from the bottom myself. So I have a huge, huge idea how every step have to be right. How you can organize 45 people? Only you have to have general operation. What is a general operation? It's every employee before he can coming to the work, he have to bring the package.
Hmm.
What do you mean package? It's a list of items to be hired in the company. Plus, he have to sign the list of the responsibility and the rules of the company. He have to read it, sign, date, and we putting the stamp of the company, one copy to the employee and one copy to the company.
Hmm.
That that rules I call like a Bible of the company.
Hmm.
If the people follow these rules, that means everyone connect. Customer service connect, accounting connect, drivers connect, brokers connect. So everyone have a connection, and we don't have like a miscommunication and misunderstanding. It's a circulation system, like a nature. So we connect together, but only you can connect 45 people through the general operation. Everyone know what to do and have a write code if something non-standard situation, something not unusual, and we have we have a four supervisors,
Hmm.
and they also have a control. It's not easy, but tell you straight, general operation and right people, right attitude.
And did you have to like encourage them and mentor them and kind of guide them in their positions?
Of
Mhm.
course. I mean, I create YouTube channel, and over there we have a very powerful information how to do the packaging, servicing, how to avoid the damage. It's many educational procedure for the local teams.
Mhm.
For the long haul and long distance team who driving long haul like 2,000 miles, I'm only giving the test and giving the opportunity to passing the test with one of my drivers over the 7 days they on the road,
Mhm.
and they only after my number one driver long distance department after his approval we can gonna hire them.
Mhm.
It's to be honest, it's very difficult. It's not easy to keep the strong and operational team in a great shape because this is people and always have something. I need this. I need this. I
Yeah.
need to see water. I need to go to the wife. I want to. I'm drink today. I can work. I'm just. I'm this. I'm this. And problems always will be. Problems always gonna happen. But if you're working with the right people, it's a much less happening in your business. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so important to build an amazing culture and an amazing team that supports your vision, that supports your business goals and your business values. And I hear that a lot. People are thriving not because they're doing it by themselves, but because they have a great team underneath them and that supports their vision and their business goals. So, thank you so much
exactly.
for sharing that. I appreciate that. So, what are some things that you would advise and maybe provide some more tips to the next immigrant that wants to start their own business? And I know you've given so much already, but if there's anything else that you can advise to the next immigrant that wants to start their own business.
Advising for the immigrant. Number one advice: go yourself and work in this industry at least half year. At least you have to go any industry. Like I will recommend to go for 3 or 4 months and work themselves to understand the industry from inside. After you understand industry from inside, you will know all the tricks, where to save, where to pay, and how to avoid. Yeah. Number two, find the accounting CPA, only CPA, certified public accounting. That's your back, that's your law, that's your support, accounting. Number three, find the lawyer who will help you fill up application and who will lead you, help you to choose the right way. So accounting, lawyer, it's very, very important to set up the business. And number one, you must, from my advice, from my recommendation, you must go yourself and work at least 3 to 4 months, no matter how hard it is. If you really want to be successful and understand where you're jumping in, what type of water you want to go, you got to go yourself and work 4 to 5 months at least. There's a three advice: experience 3 4 months, accounting, and lawyer. That's the people that's the base. Yeah, that's the base. Yeah.
Yeah, to kind of understand how the business is run and how everything in that industry is ran, you can see it firsthand if you're working in that particular job,
Exactly.
right?
Alina, exactly. You have to go yourself and feel from simple employee to feel the bottom, to feel how everything is operated, from where to where, why and when. Yes, it's number one.
Yeah. Hey, well, Yuri, thank you so much for sharing your journey. And it's incredible to see again how you came from Ukraine with
Welcome.
$300 and built an amazing, successful company. So I am wishing you God's blessings in your company. I hope to see lots and lots of more successes your way. And I hope
Alina,
to stay connected.
Alina, thank you very much. My pleasure, and be in touch.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hope it's gonna help to someone, and it's gonna be good base to learn something from here. Yeah.
It's going to inspire so many immigrants. I know for sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If there are any links that were mentioned in this episode, make sure to check them out on my website under this episode to find all the links conveniently located in the show notes. I just wanted to ask for a quick favor if you could please leave a review wherever you're at listening to this podcast. Also, if you're an immigrant entrepreneur and would love to be on my podcast, please email me and we'll get connected. I'll see you guys all next time for another exciting and impactful episode. Take care.